All right. Hey, it worked this time. Sorry, we were having some technical difficulties. I accidentally shared the wrong streaming link with my co-star here. So yeah, here we are. Hello.
Hello. It's been a
Uh,
while.
yes. So we are here to hang and discuss some book stuff. So
Mm-hmm. How you been?
pretty good. Learning embroidery.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I got my first project that I did.
That's amazing. Wow, that was your first try?
Yeah, this was actually what was it? Book Fairy Loot. Yeah, Fairy Loot actually had this in one of their boxes.
That's crazy. That's so good.
Yeah,
Wow. Good job.
yeah. Let me get the second one that I'm working on. Oh, hold on, stretch. Okay, hold on. And then this was the one I just finished.
That's gorgeous. Oh my god. I can't believe that's your first second try. That's
Yeah, and then I'm currently working on a floral thing, but it's not even halfway done yet. So
nice. Okay. Well,
kind
you
of on
spent
a
one of the sprints doing that probably.
yeah, I will be because I
That's
finished the book. So I'm like, I got time now.
amazing.
Yeah,
And Tafty made it?
hi
We
Tough.
were lit talking about hopefully you see it because we did this
Yes,
the last minute.
it was so last minute.
Uh, we are out of prep. It's
Just a
been
little bit.
how long? I think it's been like 2 months since I finished the book.
Yeah,
So
whenever we did the last sprint,
yeah. Oh yeah,
that was
it is.
oh, it was almost 3 months ago.
That's crazy.
I
Yeah,
know.
and then I finished a bad deal for a whole galaxy like 2 months ago,
Yeah,
and I was like not in the right like so busy. Life got so busy that I don't remember anything, but it's fine. I'm sure it'll come to me as we talk about it.
yeah. Later this evening for reasons, but I saw you earlier. Awesome. That's good.
I'm so glad you're here.
Yes, that's awesome.
Nice.
So, we could. Do you guys want to do sprints first or discuss the book first?
You want to talk about the book a bit first, and then we
Yeah,
can printing. I feel like chatting.
yeah. I just finished it half an hour ago.
You'll be the
Procrastination, and then more procrastination. You know.
my lord. I don't. I'm sorry. I hated this book, and not because it did anything egregious. It was such a pain to get through it. Like I don't know. I was just like listening to it, and I didn't like. I wasn't listening. Like it wasn't like absorbing the information. So I had to restart, and I had to go back, and I had to. And then at some point, I was like, I just don't care. I just have to accept. I don't care what's happening. But I
Yeah.
don't think the book did anything that bad. I think I was just like very busy and like other things on my mind. So I think that's partially why. But honestly, I was like, I've not struggled this much with a book. I think if I wasn't reading it for us, I would have DNF'd it.
Mm,
Um,
yeah.
but and I'm down to read the next one. Like,
Yeah.
it's fun.
I didn't hate it,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was. I just felt I felt like there was a few things that happened, but it wasn't a nonstop action kind of book.
Yeah.
It was okay.
That's the thing. And I felt like it was talking about all these characters, and I couldn't keep them straight in my head. So even
Mm.
if something happened to them, I just didn't care. And I don't think I could tell you what happened. Like, I've seen from this book. It has been a while, and I have very bad memory when it comes to this, but yeah, I agree. I think I like the first one a bit more because even though I didn't love it, it was so breakneck pace and it was really fun. And this one, I didn't have that much fun. I don't.
Yeah. But maybe it's that middle book syndrome because sometimes those middle books they lay the foundation for what's to come. And
Mm.
it's almost and this happens I feel in a lot of series that we do is that the first book's really good and we're really into it, and then we get the second book, yeah, that was okay, but it was kind of setting the framework for the oncoming action of the last one. And then and then we go either way with the last one, did it follow strong or did it not?
Yeah, no, I think you're totally right. And the middle book syndrome is a real problem with the
Hmm.
stuff we're picking up, or maybe it's just the stuff that's being published. It's been a
Yeah.
while since I've loved the book too. But yeah, I was a bit disappointed because But then again, I'm like, is it because of the time I read it? Is it if I read it with my eyes, would I be more focused? But like, I read other audiobooks in that time, and like, I also read lots of audiobooks,
Mhm.
and sometimes I absolutely adore the books. So it's hard for me to say, oh, it's because I read it like this or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think I read it in June, and I read like 4 books that month, whereas my normal is like 10. So you can see how it was a bad reading month anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like rough. Ah, should we look at what Tafty's saying?
Yes. So it's funny that he said this. I wondered if you chose
We're
me
getting
and
a
that.
reputation.
Oops.
I just had a great idea though, I think. So I've been dying to read The Will of the Many. Have you read it?
Yeah, no, I haven't. That's on my to-do list.
Okay.
They're like I know like that they're super chunkers though.
They
So
are,
like
I
we
think.
might have to like, like have like months like where we do the first half of the book and then the second half just because they're huge.
And it's like an ongoing series. Like book 2 isn't out yet. And I know that's not
Yeah.
normally what we do. And sorry, now I moved on from the whole deal of whatever, whatever. But I was like, oh, maybe we could like have this as like an ongoing thing. So whenever a new book comes out, we talk about it. Because I feel like sometimes it'd be fun if we were a bit like, oh, this is what's currently like hot as well, not just
Yeah.
finished. So maybe I don't know. When I was just looking at you, I know you love Empire of Silence and stuff, and I feel like The Will of the Many had so many like amazing reviews. They kind
Mhm.
of reminded me of the love people have for Empire of Silence. And
Yeah.
I was like, I've been dying to read it, and I really want to talk to someone about it. I think so. That could be a good one.
Yeah.
I was so excited about book 2.
Yeah. It looks like really, really good, and apparently like it's like kind of like a Romanesque fantasy, I think.
I think so.
Um, I still want to read his first series though.
Which one's that?
That was the Shadow of What Was Lost was the first book.
Ah, yes. Well, again, because it's only book 1, that's like a 1 book a year type of vibe, so it's
Yeah.
plenty of time for others.
Yes.
Should we catch up on Tafty's comments about a whole
Yes.
bad deal?
Um, all right. So I hated this book. There we go. That's what I was expecting. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, yeah. Kind of self-explanatory. My reviews notes end with fun times, but didn't have the scene-stealing high of the first book for me, and that is so true. I feel like the novel, like sometimes, like like maybe like the strength, like that plays like in some of the books, like that we read too, is like novelty. And then by the time we get to the second book, it's kind of like okay, well, like we're already there because novelty can like increase the
100%.
rating too. So I kind of like like have to like wonder like if like maybe like I wonder like how it would be like the second time around, to be honest.
That's fair.
I left book 3 on my TBR for June, July, but I took off my August TBR because you'd be quiet. It's still on the floor beside me. I haven't returned it to my library just yet.
I just want to
Yeah,
say, Jeff, too, we appreciate you because you're always here, even
I
though
know.
we're very bad at this.
Hmm.
Um, but we were even saying between ourselves, it's like, I don't care about the book. I just want to hang out with you, Kira, and Tufty and talk about life.
I
And
know.
so it's kind of like the books are almost irrelevant, but it would be nice to actually something we wanted to talk about.
Yes. All
Uh,
right. I'm thinking I need to reissue my August TBR photograph with some revision. Yeah.
Yeah. The only problem about August is that I am getting married in August. So I
Okay.
probably need to, I would read it because I'm listening to it, but in talking, and I'm happy to read book 3, but
Hmm.
I think for talking about it, it need to be like really early September
That's
because
fine.
I can't commit to a weekend. Guys, it's been insane.
It gives
There's
me
a lot.
time. It gives me time for more procrastination and more embroidery. So,
Amazing. Okay. I think we're
yeah.
reading it. We're just maybe talking about it beginning of September.
Okay. I scored book 2. It was okay. I was fine with it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
gave it 3 stars too because it didn't do anything that really annoyed me or anything. I just didn't care.
yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Hold on. This is very much like a James Bond Ian Marvel superhero. Most everybody has a special power and combined together greatly enhances the squad effectiveness. Yeah. That's actually like the perfect that's like
Yeah.
a perfect description for this. Definitely perfect description.
Oh, your
Um,
next comment is very,
yeah.
very. on as well.
It's bouncing from drama to drama with a bit of techno wizardry and appropriate person appearing at the appropriate moment to move the plot along to the next high stakes showdown break in heist.
I think this like kind of touches on my problem as well with it, because I don't know, the book one, I really liked those racing scenes, maybe because of the novelty of them, but they had really nice like cadence to it and they were really exciting. And what I particularly liked about it was how, oh my, I will not remember her name, but you know, one of the main characters, how she uses her skills
Mm-hmm.
and magic, whatever it is that she has, to like race, and how this is passion of her life, and like how well described it was and how it all made sense. In this book, I felt like it was like a convenience. We do some mumbo jumbo thing I don't really understand, and I feel like you explained to me that well, and then we just move on to next thing. And it's like it's still a lot going on and it's still like breakneck pace, but I don't care. And it's such a ensemble thing, but I don't feel like we spend enough time with people to get to know them and like really care about them. So I'm like, okay, I don't care. Like, you know, just like whatever. I did like the twins or whatever. I don't remember what happened to them at the end, but I like them as characters. So
Mm-hmm.
some people like stood out, but like pretty much all the stuff that didn't have to do with the younger main character, but the older, I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah.
And I'm just, it's just like a bunch of stuff happening. That's what it felt like.
Yeah. Have you checked out The Will of the Many is he chonk?
So
Yeah.
I really wanted to buy, like, this is a relevant story, I promise. So I really wanted to buy The Will of the Many, but I really like the old cover, you know, the blue one with the pillars.
Yeah.
And the paperback came back. So I was like, awesome. So I went to the, like we were in the bookstore. I opened it up and the printing was so small. You would need literally the magnifying glass to read it. It was insane.
Mm.
So I didn't take it. We thought it was a misprint. Then I went a different day to a different bookstore, picked it up, and it was the same. So I think I'm just gonna buy it as a ebook or something. But it's the font was crazy. I was like, how thick is this book? So we maybe take 2 months to read it, but I think it would actually have some good conversations based on what people are saying. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do have it. I just I haven't gotten to it like a lot of the other books that I own. Let's see. Like Canis, yeah, that's the other like one that we were talking about, like the very first trilogy like that he did, which that one had a lot of really good reviews too. I haven't heard a negative review on that yet.
So maybe what we could do is like read Will of the Many and then read his other series and then read the second book or something, maybe.
Yeah.
Or like whenever the new book comes out, we can like time it so we can read it or something. But yeah, well, I don't have the Will of the Many, but I will have it because I will buy the ebook based on Tafty's latest comment.
Oh, Miss Books and Other Nerd Things busy in August. Yes,
Yeah,
she is.
we read it.
I'm so excited. Congratulations.
Thank you. I can't believe like it's happening. It's been so long.
I now recall how we have opposing views. I didn't like the racing scenes and loved the abandoned ship exploration.
I think it just the racing just made an impression on me.
Yeah, I bought the new UK paperback. I was gutted it didn't have the cover with the hovering pillars. I know, like, why did they change it? Like, they don't need to have like all the fancy artwork for like them to be good covers. Like the simplistic art was fine for the original book.
And it was different because I feel like all the covers now have that, because of all the special editions, they use a very similar like the art style. So they all kind of started to look a little samey. So I feel like actually the old Will of the Many one just like looked different and it was really nice. But I haven't seen the other UK paper. I only seen UK paperback with that old cover, so I actually haven't seen the new one. Maybe it's got better writing because I was like, I'd rather have a thicker book with bigger lettering because I can't read this at night. Like it was so small. It's ridiculous.
All right. So we all have the Will of the Many.
I'm just putting it out there. Let me see what the something of the Strength of the Few. When is that coming out? In November. So I feel like it would be perfect time to like read it in like October, the Will of the Many or something.
I don't mind reading new releases because he seems pretty consistent. Like, you know, like one of my biggest gripes, especially because of after Patrick Rothfuss, like what has it been, like 8 years since we got the last book in that series? Ridiculous. Like, I mean, I get like the other stuff's going on, but like he like, you know, for a while, like, you know, he got really frustrated with people asking him about it, and that's completely understandable. I mean, all writers have a process, but like at this point, we might as well face facts. Like that's just not going to happen.
100%. It's like Game of Thrones. It's never coming out, guys. Stop asking.
I
It's
know,
never coming out.
I know, and it's so ridiculous because it's like that's like my biggest gripe, like with unfinished series. That and the fact that I usually forget what happened in the first books if I
Yeah.
wait too long.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair. I usually never really binge series, actually. I used to, but not anymore. So the only time I do is like when we are reading it together.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I'd be totally down because I think it'd be fun. And then we could do like, yeah, in between we can do his completed series. I'm down for that too. So
All right. I know I am always a bit of a spanner, but book 2 of the Hierarchy trilogy, The Will being book 1, is out in hardback November 2025, so it'll be a year or two for my paperback edition.
that
Yeah.
does suck.
Book 1 came out in hardback on May 2023, and paperback arrived 2 years later in June 2025.
I mean, that one I'm happy to. Yeah, like we do one a month kind of thing.
Yeah, the Lycanus trilogy, I believe, is the first one he's talking about.
Yeah, but aren't those also very thick?
They are. That's like why I'm saying like that we would have to like
Yeah.
maybe like do like 2 months for like one book.
725. Yeah, maybe we do.
Yeah. Like that,
So,
like way we're not stressing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like
mhm.
we go like to a certain chapter, and this is like what we discussed like on that first chapter, like on that first
Ooh,
portion.
that's a good idea because we never like split it. But I think that'd be better because sometimes you finish a book and you forgot all the things in between that you wanted to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe doing like 2 live shows, but it's like the first 300 pages and the last 400 or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be totally down to do that.
Yeah. And I've been dying to read that series, and I just like I don't know. I think that'd be a great series for us to dig into.
Not to like put a spanner in the works, but do we all want to read book 3 in the Galaxy one or not? Because we could just move on to this likeness series.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm not gonna pretend I care about the Galaxy one, but I can finish it.
I mean, we can talk about it like more. Tufty, what do you think? Is this something that you'd want to read book 3 on, or are you kind of like whatever? Because like I mean, you're kind of like our third person here at this point.
Very
so
true.
yeah. So like now we're all just kind of trying to figure out, like like where to go like from here. And I think that would help us make that decision.
Yeah.
So because like I'm good either way. Like I'll sit down and I'll slug through it if that's what it takes. But
Oh man, what is it? Oh, it's like we're cursed.
yeah. Or maybe like I mean, I feel like this happens like when you've read a lot of books, you become harder and harder to impress.
That's true too.
Because
I'm like, if I was a teenager, I probably really enjoy these. But I'm not a teenager, so I don't.
yeah. But I do like I do, All right. Ooh, good question about book 3. I'm not fussed to read it if I'm honest, but I will read it to conclude the trilogy. I'm in far enough, but not that bothered.
That's so funny.
Tufty the goose. Yeah.
See, I've been with books, I let go of the sunken cost fallacy. So
Yeah.
I have no problem not finishing a bad series. But yeah, I don't know. Because I'm like, if none of us are enjoying it, what's the point?
Yeah. But then again, like I also have FOMO. And I'm like, what if I do enjoy it? Like, what if the third book's better? And like, that's usually what motivates me to read the third book. So do I give into FOMO or do I just move on?
I'm happy to read it. Maybe it'll be
Yeah.
better because it's like a sorry, lost my train of thought. Like a conclusion, so it might be better. How long is that one? Let me see.
I think it's a little bit longer than this one, if I remember, if I saw the thickness. Maybe. I don't know.
It could. Where's the I think the other one was like, oh my god, what is it called? Do you remember?
I
actually, by mistake, started that one, and that's what it was. I started listening to the second book, and I was like, nothing makes sense. I don't remember any of this happening. Turns out I started reading the third book instead of the second.
Oops.
The Worst of All Possible Worlds, that's what it's called. And it's like an hour longer than all the other ones. Sorry, and then the second one, so it's a little bit longer, but not much. Yeah, I was like, wait, this makes no sense. And I was like, oh, because it's book 3. Oops.
Book 3 is The Worst of All Possible Worlds. And that's actually got a higher rating than either of the last 2 books on Goodreads.
Let's just read it. I'll
Yeah.
help you feel like you've completed it, guys.
Yeah. Besides, we don't want that reputation of DNFing every series.
We have it anyway, but we don't want it.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, in all fairness, we have DNF'd a few series, so yeah.
Just a couple. Okay, sounds good. And then we can maybe read the Shadow. We can decide if we want to read The Will of the Many or the Shadow one in October.
It's not a bad series, this is fine. So I have a bit of FOMO too. I'm so close to the end. Just one more. I am certainly not opposed to reading it to tick off the list. Yeah, that's yeah. Book 2 is 4.13 in Storyglyph, and book 3 is 4.27 on Storygraph. Uh-oh, we got called out.
So funny because I never DNF actual books. Like I just if I started, I gotta sit there and finish it.
Yeah.
Unless it's like really I don't audiobooks I have an easier time.
Uh-huh.
By series I'd just be like, yeah, I'll read the book too.
Yeah.
Never. Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
Are you planning to read anything in sprints today?
So I'm kind of going like back and forth because I'd actually started a book, and it's so beautiful. Like I was not expecting like that, but I started reading The Last Unicorn.
Oh,
The intro's done by Patrick Rothfuss. Of course, we just talked about him, but like I'm almost halfway through it, and I have to say like that the writing in this is really pretty. It's like really like beautiful. So, and I know like it's considered a kid's book, like I think like middle grade or something like that. But it's got like the fairy tale like kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either that or I continue to work on my embroidery project.
Love
I'm not
it.
sure which one. So it's going to be
Nice.
one or the other.
Well, I also started a new book. Let's go. Once Upon a Broken
Oh, cool. I
Heart.
still have to read Caraval too. I have the series. I just haven't read it yet.
Not the Caraval one. So basically, I'm on a mission to like read all of my physical books I haven't read. So this is the stack. I've been doing really, really well. And this was one of them. I got this in a second-hand store for like £2. But I love it. It's so good. I'm already like this much into it. It's just so unserious and I love it. It's very whimsical. So I was probably going to read it for this sprint and then I might do some crochet in my second sprint. I'm reading Legends and Lattes as a
Ooh, I
audio.
enjoyed that one.
It's really cute. I'm really enjoying it. It's like a time. I'm quite far into it too, 67%. So yeah, I think I probably crochet and listen to that next sprint maybe.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know, like there's like so many. I love Asian fantasy. Like that's like one of my favorite ones. Hold on. I just read like I think we talked about Watermoon.
Oh yes, I really loved it.
Did you read that one?
I did, yeah.
It was so good. Watermoon was beautiful.
I love like a good whimsical, flowery, like what's going on type of thing. I really enjoy it. So yeah.
And then like Axe O, I think just came out like with another book.
Yes. Oh my god, I'm so excited about this. Actually, so many books that recently came out. She's the girl who fell beneath the sea, right? Oh, I read it.
Yeah, and she did XOXO, which was really cute.
Yeah, I have that. But I read her new book. I got an arc for it.
Oh, did you? Did you like that one?
I liked it. I didn't like it as much as The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea, but this one is a series actually. So it's a really good book one, and I can see how they get even cuter too.
Yeah, the floating world.
Yeah, it was good. I would recommend it. But yeah, I really, really love the Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea. So I think it's just the bar was high.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was really impressed with The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea because it was so like Studio Ghibli.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I love it. I want to reread it. Like I own it and everything. It's very cute.
Beautiful. Well, I got lucky because like I dropped out of the Fairy Loot YA And then I'm like, when I saw like that one, I had put myself back on the waiting list just in case, but not. I didn't want the stuff anymore. Like I have too many mugs,
Mm,
so I just wanted the book. So I put myself back on the waiting list, and just before the month that they were supposed to be coming out with it, I'm like they sent me an invite for the book only for the YA for the Fairy
wow,
Loot, and the Floating Worlds came in it.
amazing.
And
Okay.
that edition was gorgeous. Like I knew like the second I like that they said they were talking about coming out with it, I knew like I was just like I have to have that one.
Mm, yeah. No, I love that. That's really
Which
good.
I need to stop spending money on collector's editions.
Yeah, mine's just like a boring normal edition, but I love it. It's
Yeah.
so nice.
It's not about the outside, it's about the inside. My DNF rate is about 2%, but I often start skimming through it if it's going below 3 just to finish it. Sunk cost fallacy there has been pretty bad for me to DNF, but I'm getting there. Yeah, I can relate to that because like I struggle with DNFing too. Like it's like you spent all this time going through it and you're just like, dang, like if I stop now, like the whole like logic is like if I stop now, I won't be able to, like it's like I've wasted all this time, like just
Yeah,
going through it.
I feel that. But sometimes the book is so bad, I'm like, actually wasted more time reading it, but
Yeah.
it's really hard. I also find it hard to DNF. I was reading recently something really bad. I can't remember what it was. But I was like, why am I reading this? I hate it. It's like,
I kind of like wish I was like one of those people like that could hate read books because like they seem to have a really good time just like hating it, and I'm like, wow, I was like that's some fire.
I think there's been a couple times in my life where I've been like, this is garbage. I must read more, but not very many. Usually I'm just like, I'd rather it get me angry actually than make me just feel nothing because that actually is upsetting.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like, what are we doing here?
I can relate to that. I've been watching book 2 this afternoon as it's been raining here, but the sun is out now, so I'm tempted to go get to the hammock back out in the garage. That sounds like a nice afternoon. I know you love doing that.
Yeah.
I hope your tomatoes are okay.
Actually, there's a rainbow now because I was like, is it raining? But I think it has been raining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a rainbow. Very pretty.
I'm currently reading book 3 of Matthew Ward's The Soulfire Saga, about halfway through. I was absolutely baffled at the events for the first 100 pages as I read book 2 a year ago. Then the next 100 pages, things started to clarify, and I realized the confusion was in fact deliberate by the author, a very effective trick. Now we're into the main plot and we are off. That's awesome.
Soulfire Saga. I don't think I've heard of that.
Update my DNF rate is up to 1%.
Oh, cool covers for this Soulfire.
Huh. Let's see. I am much more likely to DNF a new to me author if I like the author than I am much more likely to push through. That makes sense. Because like there's been a couple, I mean like overall I like V.E. Schwab, but like there's been a couple like where I've just pushed through. So
I'm yet to like a V.E. Schwab, and I've tried a few times, but I went to her book. She was doing a book tour, and she was in London, and it was for her new book, Bury Our Bones in Midnight Soil.
oh yeah.
Made it sound so good. So I got with my Audible credit, I got the audiobook. So I need to read that. But I was like, I feel like if I'm gonna like any of her books, this might be the one. So I'm really hoping that I do like it. Oh, but we'll see.
Oh, we already did that one. I recently DNF'd book 2 of a trilogy, read 650 pages of a 750. Oh man, tough feed. Wow, I was like, you got like all the way to like until like the last 100. Man, you must have been mad, like something.
I
like,
know.
Not to finish like the last 100 pages after going through 650 of it. Dang. True
Damn.
story. I was skimming the entire chapter because I didn't like the POV. Then the POVs all merged together. Wow. Yeah,
Wow.
you must have been woof.
Easy. Because I don't mark books as read if I haven't finished them. So to me, it's like what you said. If I put in 650 pages of work, we're finished. We're finished it no matter what.
Exactly. Like I couldn't that takes like real like you must have really hated it in order to DNF it because like 100 pages. all the way up until 100 pages. Like, you must have been furious. Like, that's all I can think.
Yeah. I think I just like read the last couple chapters just to find out what's happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably would have done that just because, like, FOMO
Mm.
again. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad your tomatoes are doing well.
He's very happy for you.
Yes. I don't mark DNFs as red, but I gotta confess, I counted this one as red. Cough. You know what? Like,
I
so
give that.
this is my opinion on that. There are short stories out there that are 100 pages that people
True.
count in their Goodreads. There are stories out there that are 50 pages that people count in their Goodreads. As far as I'm concerned, if you read it and didn't like it, you've read it,
True. And I
even
also
if you
feel
don't finish it.
like a normal book is what, like 350 pages? So
Yeah,
you read 2 normal books, so
yeah,
totally fair.
yeah. So, I mean, like, I know everybody approaches like their DNF, but like, if I've read it and suffered through it, like, then I've read it.
True. At least you get the points for it.
Yeah.
How are you doing with your Goodreads, Gal? I'm curious.
I'm not. Like, I kind of put it up there and I'm like, you know what? I'm just like, this isn't happening like again this year. I just don't have the time like I used to, and not to mention like I'm discovering like other hobbies aside from like reading that have been
Yeah.
like really like relaxing and good for me. So, you know.
That's fair. Yeah, I lowered mine because it was 100, and I've been hitting like over 100 for like several years. But I was like 5 books behind, and that was like in June when I had my bad reading month, and I was like, why am I stressing about this? Is so insignificant, like, so I just like changed it to 82, and now I'm like 2 books ahead of schedule, so we're good, doing okay. But I've just pretty much read when I wake up and then before I go to bed, because I just don't want to use my like phone. But somehow I've been like making my way through it. So yeah, it's been good. I wonder where you are, Tafty. Tell us. Oh wow, the Storygraph makes such like detailed analysis. That's cool.
Yeah. I don't think I still have yet to use Storygraph, which like I know like that I should, but like all of my stuff's on Goodreads. So, and I just haven't like converted over to all of
Yeah.
that.
No, I'm saying.
The Storygraph reckons my average process through a book before DNFing is just 28%. Average time with a book before DNFing is 9 days. When I set a goal of 50 books, I reach page short story. It still counts as a book read, which feels off. So I set a pages goal instead. Okay. Yeah. You want to earn that. That's
You
awesome.
celebrate at the end.
Yes.
That's cool. That's nice.
Yeah. But I get it. Like that, like, I guess I could see like from that perspective, like why you'd feel like guilty about, like writing, like reading, like, having like most of your books like do, I don't know if guilt's like the right word, but like just like, off about it. Yeah.
That's fair.
So
Should we do a sprint?
yes.
Some of that famous reading / embroidering / whatever we end up doing.
Yes. How long did you want?
I don't know, maybe half hour?
Okay.
It's actually crazy. I was just in my head like, I don't know. Remember last time I just sat down and read for 45 minutes straight, which is very different than normal. Because I know normally we do like the 45.
All right. Let's see. There we go.
Awesome. See you
Yes.
in 30.
All right. So we are going to do productive time now, which means like that you can either read or, like do embroidery, or, like just have us as background noise, or because we're actually not going to be making much noise. Watch a movie like in between or something, and then we'll be back in 30 minutes to kind of like hang out a little bit more. So let me go ahead and get this started, and we will see you in 30 minutes.
See you then.
Hello.
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 What'd you do?
I read a chapter in The Last Unicorn. I figured I was just like, you know what? I was just like, I'm kind of in the mood to read a little bit today. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I read 2. I don't know much, like 30 pages maybe. But yeah, it's good. Like quite far into it now. It's good.
Awesome.
244 pages. Just had a very tense scene. I
Yeah.
love this. It's so like it feels like a fairy tale, but like it's like very over the top and dramatic, but
Mhm.
like also really fun and unserious. And I love it. And I can't tell if this is meant to be YA or adult. I think it's like a older YA or something, but it's really good. Now I'm like, oh, I need all the other books. I actually want to continue, which is amazing.
Yeah. That's good. Glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
I reassembled the hammock, climbed in, and read a few pages. Ended right in the middle of a planning session in the story. So I should get back to it. Definitely.
Yeah, I ended in a very tense place.
What have you been reading? Highlights. What have you been your reading highlights in the last 2 or 3 months since we were last here? Haven't really read a whole lot, to be honest. Like I've been doing more embroidery recently, and that's very time consuming. Like that second project I did, like with the lunar moth, took me a month
Damn.
because of all the detail.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Um, I've been reading. Let me see what else has been good. Oh, I finally read Wall of Storms by Ken Liu, which is second book in his Grace of Kings series. Oh,
Okay.
it's called Dandelion Dynasty. It
Yeah.
was amazing, so good. I'm just waiting for my friend to finish it so we can both move on to book 3.
Mm-hmm.
But she's doing a very slow job, so I think it'll be for when I'm back from
Right.
Poland. But it was really, really good. Otherwise, I read um Firstborn of the Sun, which is like a new release. I had an arc for it. That was pretty good. It's like a YA fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
And I read The Reappearance of Rachel Price, which is Holly Jackson's new book, which is like the author of A Good Girl's Guide to Solid Murder.
Okay.
That was really good. And yeah. Oh, and Mystery of Time. I finally got around to the arc of that. And that was
Okay.
really good as well. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, it's decent.
Uh, I read a contemporary urban fantasy with laptops, Waitrose UK supermarket, and magic.
Ooh, what was it called? That sounds fun.
That's neat.
Mm.
Yeah, I might. I'm not sure if I'm going to go back to reading after this or dive back into my embroidery.
What do you do while you embroider?
I just have like a movie playing or something like in the background.
Nice. Oh, I rewatched Lilo and Stitch since we spoke last time. Like the old one. So it's
Oh yeah.
airplane. It was so good. It was much better. Like, not that I remember it not being good. It's just been so long since I watched it. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, damn, this is like really deep and really like emotional. It was really good. So I was like, okay, I get like it's Kira's favorite movie.
Yeah, and that like Lilo is definitely like neurospicy. Like there's no like way around like that. She's neurospicy, and I love that about her because like they don't really have like a lot of cartoon characters or characters in general like that have like that kind of like rep.
Yeah.
But her obsession, like her weird obsession, like with the photographing like all the tourists and stuff, I loved that because it's just like she like and these are people like that traditionally would not be considered beautiful, and she
Yeah.
like took like one look at them, she's like, aren't they gorgeous? Like she just was like enamored, and I love like everything about it.
Yeah, no, it was wonderful. I really enjoyed it. I haven't watched the new one. I don't know if you have, but I heard it wasn't that
No.
good. So I was like, I'd rather have the precious memory of the old one.
Yeah, I've heard like a lot of like spoilers and stuff, so I have like a feel for what happened. But Pleakley was was always like meant to be like kind of like you weren't sure, kind of like an ambiguous like like they're saying like that when like she like that Pleakley like was Wendy Pleakley, but like I don't remember that from the movie. So yeah, so like I always thought like Pleakley like was kind of like gender fluid. and they kind of cut that out.
Because like he like gets all kinds of like disguises, and that bit is so funny.
Mm-hmm. And then the wig, like him and like a Pleakley and Jumba start fighting over the wig.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
It was funny.
Oh, hold on. Oh, I missed them.
Mm.
Okay, so the Kenlu Dandelion Giant scares me with his chunk. They are hefty boys. They are, and there's 4 of them.
Hefty. It took me a while to read that, but it's so worth it. It's just so good.
The urban fantasy is called Devil Inside by Tom Lloyd. I don't think I've heard of that one.
No, neither have I. No, it's a cool cover. Fair.
I've set ambitious TBRs these past few months, so I've been trying to read lots, not especially succeeding, but falling behind on my BookTube subscriptions. Honestly, like when I was like watching a ton of BookTube, I was like, I couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
I couldn't keep up with all my subscriptions. It's really hard because like the videos like are time consuming and you want to give them your full attention because like people put a lot of time into these, and it's so hard, like, you know, like because it's almost like you could spend a whole day watching with all your subscriptions and still not be caught up, or you get caught up and the second you're caught up there's more videos.
So true. Yeah, I've only been literally watching one booktuber, which is Books and Lala. And everything else I watch is like about movies or some like different topic.
Yeah.
But I think probably I'm quite out of it in terms of like what's popular and what's coming out.
Yeah.
It's just like, if I see something, mostly if I see a NetGalley arc and it looks kind of good, I'm like, request.
I've kind of been keeping up with it. Like my NetGalley's gone to shame. Like I don't think I'm ever going to recover from that one. But like there's just too many things on there that I'm just not interested in reading anymore. So
I think you can say that you're not going to give feedback. I don't know what that does to your score is the only thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm like 63%. I feel like it's pretty good.
Did we come to the conclusion that we're continuing the Scavengers trilogy, but we have until September to finish book 3 because August is booked up with special activities? Yes. So we talked about it. We're figuring we'll, like, in the spirit of FOMO, we're just going to go ahead and read the last one.
Yeah, I think we can like read in August, but talk about it like, I don't know. I have 14th September free or 21st September, so to see which one works.
Yeah, that's fine. Exactly. If somebody has put the effort in, at least I can do is watch and comment, which is how I came to be here originally, I think. Yes. We appreciate you, Tufty.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
It's hard. I also feel like YouTube videos now are so long.
They are. Some of them.
Like 15 minutes, so it's also like not like a 15-minute thing. Like, I also watch Katie Wismer. I guess she's like a kind of a booktuber. She's an author, but her vlogs are like 15 minutes, and I love it because it's just like here's what's happening today. Let's catch up, and it's like very low effort from both sides, and I really enjoy it because it feels like it just kind of like a little doze.
Yeah, it's awesome. But like books, how many science fiction and fantasy are releasing every week of the year? It's impossible to keep up with my existing books, never mind all the new releases. Yeah.
100%.
Not to mention like all the stuff like on the backlog, like that you haven't gotten to that are like older fantasies, like that are of note too.
100%.
So
that's like while I've been doing this project, like I'm either reading something I own or I'm reading an arc because I'm trying to get both to a good place. And it's like, man, it's hard because like I don't even know what's coming out because I'm like, I don't care what's coming out. I'm gonna read something on this bookshelf. And so far, at least there's always something that excites me, so that's good. But I feel like I'll get to the point where I'm like, I bought this 5 years ago. I don't care about this anymore. Get rid of it.
Yep. All right. Hold on. I tend to like the 15-20 minute book episodes on YouTube. 40 minutes are a bit daunting, especially when I'm reading.
100%.
Yeah, Gabby, I have like books like that. I'm just like, oh, I'll get to these eventually.
Yeah. Well, I'm just sensing that we're probably gonna move soon. Not soon, but like next couple months. And I'm like, I don't want to move with all of my unread books again. It's just infuriating. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to get down this to at least like I can put it in singular box because I have like a whole other cart where I'm like, those are books I'm gonna donate or sell, but I just need to sort that out. So yeah, that's my motivation. I'm like, I don't want to move again with all my books.
I've been reading sci-fi all my life. Recently, I've been thinking that I'm quite simply not well read in the subject because there are a vast number of old items and always new things. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, there's always like a massive series that is like defining that we've never read. It's
Yeah.
like or like a new series that's like definition of the current state, like Sun Eater, like I haven't read, or like I'm like, yeah, I want to read like the Free Body Problem. I read the first book, but I need to at some point read
Yeah.
the rest. And that's why I'm trying to take it like one big series at a time. So I finished the first trilogy from Robin Hobb. So now I'm doing Dandelion Dynasty. Once I'm done, like I told myself that if I read all of these, I can buy this next trilogy in the Robin Hobb, which is the Life Ship Traders. So
Mm.
that's like my little treat. So I'm trying to like incentivize myself. A little like
It makes sense.
gift.
Try not to overdo it, but like the restraint is hard.
It is hard, but thankfully I have a new addiction, which is crochet. So I've been buying yarn. So now that's
Yeah.
getting out of control, but at least I'm not buying books. So like, I don't know if it's better, but it is what it is.
I feel that because I keep buying like embroidery kits. Because like
Hard, man. Nothing like that rush of starting a new one. Finishing is not quite the same feeling. The starting, man, the starting.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh, I like this. I'll keep buying Sun Eater and I'll get them to I'll get to them eventually. Yes, because I mean, personal experience. Like, I need to start. I need like to finish book 5 because like I started book 5, but I need to finish book 5 because like they're getting like ready to release the last book in the series in November. I've already got it on pre-order. So
yeah,
I know,
so
and like I'm preparing to be completely like emotionally like destroyed because book 4 was book 4.
fair.
I'm still not. I'm not even sure if I'm still recovered from that. That was like months ago. I read it. I had thought exercise recently about moving, but I can't face the hassle. So I think I'm gonna commit to staying where I am with its flaws, but avoid gaining new flaws in a new home. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
I cannot wait to hear how you get on with the live ship traders. I have read the trilogy, so I know what's in your future. Curious to learn how you sway with it.
Yeah, I heard that like that's one of the people's favorite, and they're like, yeah, the first trilogy is good, but this one's like much better. So I'm really excited because I already really like the original trilogy. So very excited, but yes, this needs to be done first. I'm on a mission. I'm a woman on a mission.
Embroidery is a bit like reading new series. Love starting, not great at finishing. I don't know. Like the 2 projects I just started, like the 2 projects I started, I finished.
Yeah.
I just have to put like the moth one in a frame. I just have to get frames for this and just finish mounting it and stuff. So,
But for me, crochet is like starting a new series. I'll start like 5, and then I'll slowly finish them.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, I have like 4 unfinished things. But yeah, each is good for its own thing, you know.
Yes. I have been reading The War Eternal by Robin J. Hayes, and the author warned me about upcoming emotional damage. It was okay at the end, though. Well, that's good. At least, like, you know, you weren't completely like devastated walking away from it. That's a hard pill to swallow, like, because it's just like, you know, like you don't know like what to do with yourself after something like the devastation happens. But as long as it doesn't end that way.
Good. I love that. That hurts so good when they make you care so much. It's like nothing like that feeling. You're like, I'm upset, but I love it.
I know, like that book 4 of Sun Eater was not so happy. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad I cared so much, but like at the same time, I'm like, I'm never gonna emotionally recover from this. So we'll see how the last couple books go. I prefer a Farseer to Live Ship. FWIW.
I'm not sure.
Hence why I'm curious to see where you lean. It's single POV, it's multi POV. Do you have a preference?
Do I have a preference? I like both. I don't. For me, it's about how well it's done. Like I don't discount it for either or. But I have heard there's a lot of characters, but I do think with single POV you just care so much more about the character. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think it'll be good.
I definitely feel like multiple POVs are a lot harder to land
Yeah,
because you have to make every storyline from every point of view equally interesting to continue to be engaged.
that's
When you
true.
have that single POV, you only have to worry about making that one point of view interesting.
True, true. Yeah, and there have been books where I'm like, I fucking hate this POV, and then you like
Right?
slide your way through it. Oh,
And then there's some books like where you like that POV at some portions of their story and hate it at others.
true.
So, like, what was it? The John Gwen series, like the very first John Gwen series
Oh
we
yeah.
read. I was like in that constant state of flux, like where sometimes I liked listening to that character, and sometimes I was like, would you just shut up already?
Yeah, I was literally thinking about that series as we were talking. I was like, yeah, I remember there were like one or two where I was like, ugh, move on already.
Yeah.
Uh,
Remind me, did you guys DNF the Green Bone Saga by Fonda Lee? ISTR was that was the back in the days of the Wild Sasha in your gang and you DNF'd, or was that the personal book club? Can't recall. So we were still like the book club like with the Wild Sasha.
yeah, we did
Um,
DNF. I think I read book two, whether I finished it, I don't remember. And then I have book three that I need to read. But I
yeah.
think you guys weren't enjoying it or something, so we didn't continue. But
Yeah, like I think I got like halfway through it and I would like to try to find time like to go back and slog through it, like the second one, because I still have
yeah,
the bookmark in the same place and my tabs, like so I can refresh
yeah.
myself. But I just don't.
I remember now. Yeah, if I finished, I don't know. Where's my book three here? Yeah, it's one of the books here, so in theory I'll finish it. But it was, well, I thought it was pretty good, but yeah, I don't
Yeah.
remember.
I mean, it was an interesting thing, but like I feel like the writing was kind of like very like I don't know, like matter of fact, like not so like fantastical. So I
Mm,
think the writing is like kind of like what held me up in that, like not necessarily the storyline.
that's fair. That's fair.
Which I mean, it's fine, like to have matter of fact, but I kind of prefer like that in my nonfiction to my fiction. I
Yeah,
prefer more floral, like more flowery, poetic writing, like in my fiction.
me too. Yeah.
Let's just say the skill on the show and live ship traders is a high level remaking it land. I effing hate the POV. Oh, evil grin from me to thee right now.
I mean, I don't mind them pissing me off, but like if they're boring or something, it's like so much worse.
Oh, I'm afraid I decided to DNF John Gwen's recent trilogy. I read book 1 and 2, wasn't fussed about carrying into book 3. Yeah, I think that's the one we did. Like,
Yeah, yeah, but I read all three, I think.
yeah, we did. We
Yeah.
finished that one.
Yes, we did.
Yeah,
Also, I feel like got worse with every book, which was sad. But yeah.
yeah. I do think I preferred the very first trilogy or the quartet that we read.
Mm.
Like
Mm.
by him, like to the newest one, in my opinion.
I think I maybe like the newest one more, but it was similar thing where I loved like we both book ones I thought were really good, and then the first one's like Malice. I don't remember the name of the trilogy, but it was called Malice. But yeah, I feel like first book was really good, and then it just got a bit like
Yeah.
as we went.
If I remember right, I think you were upset like with how much walking they were doing.
Yeah, in Malice in book two, I think they were just like
Yeah.
walking and talking and walking. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I can't do this anymore.
Yes.
Oh.
Let's see. I loved the Green Bone Saga and was emotionally wrought at the end. No specifics, but I was in a hammock and had to take a moment.
I mean, I really want to finish it. I do need to. I don't remember if I finished book two. I think I did because I doubt that I would have just like stopped. But yeah, I don't remember anything. So starting book three will be interesting. It's like, no idea what's going on.
I'm less inclined to read the Bloodsworn set with Malice, etc. After having had enough with the recent trilogy, walking and fighting, walking and fighting. Yeah, seems like it happens a lot in his books.
Yeah, it's very boy fantasy, and I'm just not a boy fantasy type of girl. So
Yeah. Makes
It
sense.
can be done well, but that one wasn't for me. No.
Mm-mm.
I think it might be time to let that one go. I also realize Norse mythology isn't something that like I'm sure I would enjoy it in some instances, but it's not like what like when I hear like East Asian fantasy type of thing, I'm like, yes, I'm all over it. I might just like it on the base of it being inspired by that, but Norse mythology, I don't feel any type of way about.
Mm.
And I just don't like the Viking mindset. To me, it's so boring. It's like always the same thing with like the blood feuds and all that.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember like what the name of that one book I read is. It's kind of like a historical fantasy. And it still like lives in my head today.
Mm.
Um, historical fiction. I'm checking my Goodreads because I have a lot of stuff organized in there. I don't know if
Tufty
it's
said, forgetting what occurred in Greenbone 1 and 2 my Impact Book 3 because there are time jumps. Don't worry. I think for that one, I'll actually read a synopsis of book 2 and 3 so I can remember. Sorry, 1 and 2 so I remember.
yeah. Oh.
There's a couple Norse ones I wanted to read. Like there's like Romantazi series that I've been seeing that looks kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a girl with white hair on the cover, I think.
So the book I'm thinking of was The Wolf and the Whale.
Oh, okay.
And that was like a historical fantasy, but like it was kind of interesting because it combined like the budding of Christianity, like with the old
Mm.
religions, kind of, you
That's
know,
interesting.
yeah. But like it's kind of graphic because like there is like I remember like there's trigger warnings for like rape, discussions of rape, violence, and death. Um, but it was set in like in 1080 following Omat, who was kind of is like a woman who preferred to be gender fluid.
That's cool.
Yes. And
Hmm.
they call them Inuit. They're like I didn't like know it like before like this book, but I guess Eskimo is like a slur,
Yeah, I've
so
heard.
they call them Inuit. And it was kind of interesting because like it was a very contemporary historical fiction for some of it, but like, there was also like mystical spiritual elements in it as well. And I have to say like that it was probably like one of the most interesting books I've read in quite a while. But I read it like it was years ago, but I still think about this book. It was back in 2019. It's been about 6 years, and I still think about it.
Wow. Oh, it's on my
Yeah,
TBR apparently. Okay, I
yeah.
might pick that up. Maybe there's an audiobook course. I mean, that sounds really interesting.
It's also very like there are like a lot of harsh elements, but there's also like a lot of beautiful elements in it too.
Hmm. Oh
It's
wow,
very,
you did a YouTube review for it.
I
That's
did. Yes, I loved it.
nice. Awesome. All right, I might pick it up. That sounds really good.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. It depends like on the Norse mythology because I read that. I mean I hate to admit like that because Neil Gaiman is like trash. But I did read Neil Gaiman's Norse mythology, and that was actually good.
Mm,
So even though the author's trash,
he is.
like understatement, but the urban fantasy I read was unusual for me because it's set in London, surrounding locations I am not normally that interested in familiar Earth-based settings. I can see that. You don't read the fantasy for the urban fantasy. You read it for the fantasy fantasy.
Yeah. To be fair, I feel like I read like 90% high fantasy,
Mm-hmm.
but then that 10% when I pick up a good urban fantasy, it just hits real well. I've started this series ages ago. It was my one and only like Fairloot. Not Fairloot. The other one. Yellow
Oh,
one.
Illumicrate?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that one. It was my one and only of those, and it was so good. And then I just never continued, as I never do. But it scratched the itch. It's like set in Toronto or something. And I don't
Hmm.
know anything about it, but it was fun. But yeah, fair.
Hmm.
I feel like urban fantasy had its like heyday in the times of um like when I was like a teenager and Bones, City of Bones, and that kind of stuff was coming out like that. Like so many urban fantasies. It's not very popular right now, I don't think.
Yeah, I think urban fantasy is kind of like a hard one anyway because, like, a lot of people can't swallow Like, like if you're going to be like illogical, you should be illogical like in a place like where the rules may be different than here, because
Oh,
it's hard to make rules like, like in like, fantastical rules fit like in a like
true.
modern setting.
And I feel like mostly they're like YAs because like the 2000s or 2010s were like a heyday. Like we had like Twilight and like Percy Jackson and Delaney Taylor, the daughter of Smoke and Bone, and we
Yeah.
had like all that. So I feel like those were really good, but they're all like YA. I haven't really read like an adult one in ages. I don't think.
Hmm.
Yeah, interesting.
Oh. But if we're not set on Earth, that world building becomes a critical component that can take time to set up, which often makes book one a bit of slow to respect. Honestly, like when I first started Sun Eater, we're definitely going to name drop that one, because like there was so much information, like the first couple hundred pages, like there was just so much information. But once I was adapted and understood everything that was going on, it became easier.
Mm,
It's just there was just, and it's not and it didn't even feel like info dumping, because like some of them, like they just put so much on you. I don't think that was the author's intent, was to info dump. I
yeah.
think that there was just so much, like like they had to plunge you into it to get you settled, to figure
Mm,
out like what was going on.
yeah. That makes sense.
um I tend to sort of historical stories too. Yeah, I mean, like this is definitely like more like historical. um the wolf in the whale
Mm,
was definitely like a lot more historical, with a lot of fantastical elements. But like I felt like there was so much harshness to it, but there was also like so much beauty to it as well.
yeah. I love historical fantasy. I don't like historical fiction, but I really
Yeah,
love historical fantasy. So, I think especially like not like especially when it's like done well, but so that sounds interesting to me. But yeah,
yeah,
historical fiction, I'm like, nope. Put
yeah,
magic into it, I'm like, yes.
yeah. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of historical either overall. Like I do struggle with it, but I just
Mm,
feel like The Wolf and the Whale was so well done.
mm,
It was just one of those books like that I just could not put down.
yeah.
Let's see. Devil Inside was cool because there was a house, a manor, if you prefer, that felt like a character in the book all by itself. Ooh, a house that's a character. Must have had spookiness. So
Mm,
if you remember Salvator's book one, our heroes are exploring the abandoned superstar destroyer spaceship. I love that flip to Devil Inside, and we're exploring a strange house. Wonderful.
that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love a cool setting when they make it like atmospheric.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to do one more sprint? I have time for one more.
Yeah, I do too. So we can do that. All right, let me
I
get
know.
this.
I want to know what happens.
Yes. All right, let's go ahead and get that started. I'll see you everybody in 30 minutes.
See you in 30. Hello.
Hello.
So, what did you do? Did you end up reading?
No, I started working my embroidery like a little bit again. And I scrolled on my phone for like a few.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was reading. I made it to like 40 pages further, so really not much left now. But I was also googling because I was like, I swear there was like a companion series, and then I realized Caraval is the first series,
Yep.
and it's in like a similar universe. But yeah, I bought this one that appealed to me, and I was like, ooh, what's book two? And it's only like £5, so I'm just gonna get the ebook. But yeah, it's really good. Very fast though, like a lot going on.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it just feels nice to be like, yeah, I want to keep reading.
Mm-hmm. I got a nice break in my book, not the end of a chapter, but the end of a planning meeting, and put the hammock cloth away and started putting the garden to bed for the night, closing vents.
Nice.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah. We might.
I was going to make pizza tonight, but I failed to prepare the dough a couple of hours ago. Fail. It's okay.
Yeah.
I guess this just means you'll have something else.
Like, pizza from scratch sounds really good though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. I haven't. It's been insanely like long time since I've had pizza from scratch or pizza in general.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've had pizza, but like pizza from scratch, it's been ages.
Yeah.
And pizza's been a minute. I guess for you, because all of like your allergies, are you dairy intolerant?
I can do goat dairy, like as long as it's pure goat dairy.
Okay, I got
But
you.
even here, like they use milk in a lot of the goat dairy, which is weird because like why? So
Like, isn't the whole point that it's goat?
yeah, you would think, but not.
Uh,
No. I'm going to spend the evening watching F1. The reason I cannot read the socials for reasons, and then something I haven't decided upon.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna have dinner shortly, and do some crochet probably. Need to
nice.
pack as well. I hate
Yeah,
pack, so we need to do that. Do you mind, guys, if we call it a night
sure.
because of the dinner thing?
Yeah. I gotta go do some stuff today too. So totally get it.
What time is
Uh,
it?
right now it is 2:18.
Nice.
I mentioned my tomatoes earlier. I have so many tomatoes coming in from the garden just now. Check your blue sky mentions to see, and I am making lots of tomato sauce that I'm freezing. That's awesome, like though, because it's nice to have like that freshness.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Thank
Yes.
you. Very
Good luck.
excited.
Hmm. Yeah. So we will announce like September, but we shouldn't be on the hiatus as long this time as we were for between like book one and two.
Yeah. Sorry about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I mean, I was like that too. Like I just got like into a reading slump. Like I just didn't really feel like doing any of that. And I was like in like my like massive embroidering moment.
Yes.
So I'm kind of like, I was just like it was hard to motivate myself like to tear myself away from that.
I also always find summer I read less, which maybe is
Mhm.
weird, but like because in winter you're more in the house. At least here it's like the weather is colder, you don't want to go out as much, it gets dark so much earlier, so you just read more. But now it's like it's light so early and stuff. But it is nice because in the morning when I woke up like 7 today, but it was already sunny, so I could read without like the lights and stuff, so that was nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you,
Oh,
Tafty. Looking forward
yeah.
to
Thank
it.
you so much.
Ah, power of stomach.
Yeah. I wonder like though like what kind of temperatures you have where you're at because here it's boiling.
Mm,
People have been making jokes about like cookie trays like with raw cookies like on your car like dashboard being able to be baked, you know? And I'm
yeah,
like that's not really far off from the truth. right
God.
now because it's awful here as far
Oh,
as
we've
heat goes.
had like the weirdest summer. There was like a week of really hot, and now it's just kind of meh. It's like around 60, 68 degrees Fahrenheit.
Hmm.
Um, but it's still like humid a little bit, so I'm still like warm like this. But the other day I did have to put on like um also my windows closed, maybe that's why. But if I'm like outside, I do need like a sweater or something. But yeah, it's been a bit like meh this summer. Like all of Europe's been weird.
Mm. It's cooking eggs on the pavement that we joke about here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw somebody I saw a picture, like a video of like somebody like pulling out a frying pan and then like the frying pan that's been out in the sun for a while and then cooking an egg in the
Yeah.
frying pan. Yeah.
Yeah, we only had maybe like a week like that, maybe not
Uh,
even a week, but yeah, otherwise it's been like a bit meh. I don't mind. I like the temperature, but I wish it was more sunny. But today
yeah.
it was a bit sunny, but now it's like meh.
Yeah. I You're so lucky like for that though cuz like we've like everybody I know here in Florida has been dying.
God, yeah. I also find it's hard to read when it's so hot because it's like I don't know, I just want to lie there and like not focus.
Yeah, it's not good. It's been dry and hot this year, but July is cooler, thankfully, 20s rather than 30s. Yeah.
Nice.
The Celsius thing always throws me off
Yeah,
because I'm like,
for you that would be so cold.
it would be, but it's still preferential to what's happening here. Like, I've got plenty of sweaters that I'm not
What's
using.
freezing temperature in Fahrenheit?
I think like 32,
Oh, okay, so that would be
maybe.
cold.
I don't know. I think so.
Well, for us it's 0, so it's easy to know.
Yeah. The UK absorbs heat and takes a few days to cool down
Oh,
again.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, our houses were made to keep the heat, and when it's like actually hot, you really feel it. Like there's no breeze. We're just like baking in here. But yeah,
Yeah. Do you have fans and stuff?
we actually only have like little ones in our house. But people normally have a fan. Yeah,
Yeah.
for the 2 weeks that it's hot.
Yeah. I got the big box fan going right now.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
my parents back home have a AC because Poland does get a bit hotter, but this year was weird.
Mm. All right. On that note, I hope you guys stay cool.
Yes, stay cool.
Yes. And we appreciate you joining us, Tufty. We'll see you guys later. Bye
Bye.
bye. Oh, there's 2 buttons to press. Okay.
Over and out.
Bye bye.